How's it going, everyone?
Good. How are you?
What's up?
I am good for the most part. Like I was saying behind, backstage, I am sick. I am here, but if I start sneezing or anything like that, just bear with me. I'm just being a little bitch. I'll get over it.
Good,
Right
man.
on.
I just blame it on the microphone. Blame it on the microphone.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yes,
Terrible
that's
mic quality.
whatever works, and everyone will be like, "You're full of shit, Fran." Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I'm okay with that. So for everyone who doesn't know, of course, I am Fran of Savage Ladies.
Hi,
And
Fran.
with me, my partner in crime, Sarah Jacobs, of course. Casey representing.
Casey in the house.
Yes. And of course, we have ALBORN. Now, you guys are more northern Illinois, but I still say Chicago, northern Illinois. You're one of our babies.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you making the time on Sunday Fun Day to join us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
Would you like to introduce yourselves, who you are, what you play, what you're about?
I'm Justin. I am the singer and guitarist. I talk the most shit, probably, I suppose.
I'm Nate. I play the other guitar and then do backup vocals.
Zame, play bass, and then I sometimes make funny jokes and stuff like that. Sometimes.
Anybody that says they make funny jokes does not.
I need to hear a funny joke now.
I don't have it right now. It has to be on the spot.
See?
Oh, wow.
Maybe want to come in. Maybe want to come in here in a little bit.
All right. Well, if anything comes up, you feel free to show us and tell us.
All right.
Well,
Tip it.
Between the lines on that.
the wheels are already for Zane. He's like, I got to be hilarious. This is my time.
Yeah, the hamster's working overtime right now.
So if we see anything moving when in the hands are not seen, feel free to drop that camera. It's okay. It's YouTube. We're good.
Hell yeah.
So, all right. So you guys, seriously, I mean, you guys, you guys have been around a minute. And I wanted to ask you now, I remember the last time I actually saw you guys play was, the fuck was it, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago? You guys were at Whiskey's Roadhouse and you were playing with Mockstar.
Okay, yeah.
Do you remember that? How long ago?
Yeah.
That was a couple years ago.
Yeah, at least, yeah. I don't know, man. A month ago and 4 years ago feels like the same anymore.
Yeah.
I barely remember yesterday.
Yeah, I feel that now.
Yesterday was a long one.
It was. Yeah.
Us four are together at least twice a week for a full day, and so we spend copious amounts of time together and drink copious amounts of alcohol, and so everything just kind of turns into a blur. It's self-induced, but it is a blur. Nate's the one that doesn't drink as much as us, so he gets to act like he's like, I remember.
All right, so
he's gonna be the one telling us all the dirty dirt on you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, come on, Nate.
Oh.
Tell us.
The most sober and the biggest sweetheart, so it's like the perfect combo. He won't use anything against us, but he'll remember it. He saw it all.
Aw,
I love it.
Good dynamic.
All right, I'm getting close to saying some stuff. No, just kidding.
Oh,
getting close.
I'm getting excited.
Right.
So now, based on that though, Sarah, I know you don't know Mockstar, but I know you've heard the name.
No.
Lead singer is Jack. Very well known name out of my mouth. You know the name Jack.
Jack Daniels?
I can't say no, not Daniels. That's as far as I'm going with details on that one. But Jack is a longtime old friend. We really don't talk too much anymore as of recently, but he's a phenomenal singer. Guy has some pipes on him. And I remember when I saw you guys were you guys did a couple of originals, but you were doing a lot of covers. Now you guys used to be a cover band.
Well, yeah, a long time. That's how we started. We were like, we were in an area where none of the venues wanted to book us because they didn't know us. Mm-hmm. And then none of the bars would book us because none of us were 21. So we just played covers and lied about our age until all of us were of age, and then started doing original stuff. So So yeah, if that's what we were doing at Whiskey's, it was probably a lot longer ago than I'm thinking. We haven't played covers in set in 4 or 5 years now.
Well, see, it's a blur to me too, but I know it was years ago.
Was it 97? I was kind of looking real quick. I can't remember.
97.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I was 2. Yeah.
I was underage
just
in
born.
97.
Yep.
I'm just
Same.
Still
playing.
in diapers.
Yeah.
I
was there
was
for their
too.
holding
I was
us
just
up.
trying to make myself feel young.
Yeah. We're getting older, Sarah. We're getting older.
No,
it's okay though.
you can get as old as you want. I'm staying young forever.
Oh, I'm in my head. I'll be at 16 forever. It's okay. But so now you guys, so you were doing covers just so you could hit the stage, but you already had your original music that you guys were working on.
Yeah, it was
Pretty much.
Alex, our drummer, who isn't here. Me and him had been lifelong friends since he was born. His dad and my dad were in a band. I was in a band with my dad and Razor's dad. So I'd been around the dude forever, and then I didn't even know he played drums though. And then once I found out he played drums and he was as good as he was, I was like, we have to make this work, but you're fucking 15 years old. You know, I'm like, how the hell are we gonna pull this off? So yeah, when we first started playing out, he was 15, and so I was 18, I think, and we lied because that was our only option. You know, we were like, if we get busted for this or whatever, you know, it's not like we were getting wasted at shows at 15 years old, but like, you know, like we reached out to the local venues here, and like, you know, if there's ever an opportunity, I mean, nobody knows what you're doing at that age, especially, I mean, if anybody were to start a band right now, never having done it before, where do you start? You know, you just reach out, you send emails, and all of them are like, either no response or no, we've never heard of you. And we're like, no shit, it's because we're brand new. Like, that was the first fucking sentence I said in the email, you know? So then, yeah, we just did that and then we would keep introducing originals as time went on, and then we kept doing more and more. And then as soon as a couple venues picked us up to do original shit, we were like, okay, now we can hang up the cover gig, you know? It was fun. I mean, the covers that we played weren't like, you know, we weren't playing the most common covers. We tried to play like B-sides of your favorite albums and stuff, you know, the oddball.
I like that.
Seether songs, the oddball, like 10 years, a lot of
Stained.
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah. So it was when you became of age and you started getting recognized. So that's when you decided, all right, now it's time. Balls to the wall. Let's get our music.
Yeah, and I mean, and even that, I didn't even recognize that I wanted to do this for like actually push ALBORN to be like a touring band and possibly a career until.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose him?
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if I just lost everybody because
No.
I can see everyone just. Justin's frozen.
Just looks like he fell asleep.
It really does.
We lost the boy.
Mid-sentence.
He looks like he needs a hug in the position he's frozen.
Oh, okay.
Back?
Oh, there
Hey.
Did I lose you guys or did you lose me?
we lost
That was
you.
We lost you.
It was you. We were talking about how adorable you looked. I said you look like the way you position you were in. I'm like, you look like you need a hug.
But I thought you were sleeping.
I just kept talking. I was like, fuck it, man. They're probably listening somewhere. I kept going. I was like, I don't remember them looking like circles before, but go with it. I don't know. You guys, I don't even remember where I was at.
Twilight Zone.
Too funny. But Sarah, go for it, sweetheart. I'll let you go for a few.
Well, okay. What inspires you to play music?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
I
For
always
me,
ask.
it was
Yeah.
just my whole family is musicians, so it just kind of happened that way. You know, my dad used to play in a lot of cover bands, so that's how I got into playing several different instruments, and then eventually want to do the hard rock stuff.
What are all the instruments you can play? Since you just said that, I'm curious. And then I'll move on to
start
everything
on stuff like school stuff, like saxophone, baritone, then guitar. I tried piano for a little bit, wasn't very good at it though. And then obviously I'm a bass player now, and that's my main thing.
Nice.
Cool.
That's home.
Cool. Awesome. How about you, Justin?
Same for me. My parents played, or my dad played, and then I've been around that forever. I played drums mostly. That was my favorite thing. I took piano. The only lessons I took was piano. And then I butted heads with the chick that was instructing me. Sweet lady, but I didn't like reading sheet music, and that pissed her off. We had a recital. We had a recital in a church. I'm also not religious, but we would have these recitals in a church. So that was already like foreign to me. And she would, I had to play, what's the fucking Beethoven? The
Oh, yeah.
I knew it without the sheet music, and I was, I don't know, 8 or 9, and she goes,
That's
"Listen,
talented as fuck, though. I mean, that's some
she's
hardcore
like-
shit.
She's
Right.
like, I get it. Show off. Just leave the papers on the piano, so it looks like you're reading it. I'm like, but I'm not. I said, if anything, you should be proud of that, because I figured out how to do this because of what
Yeah.
you showed me. She's like, no, just leave it open. So I don't even really remember this, but Mom said I walked up to do the recital, and it was dead silence. I'm in this church, which I've never even been in anything like that before. I turned around and looked at her, and I took the book and slammed it shut, threw it on the ground, and then played the whole song.
Nice.
And when I got done, I walked off. I said, I don't want to take lessons from you anymore. Like,
That
dude,
is too
you
funny.
just think about that now. Like,
He
what
like
an
totally
ass-
became a Schroeder. Was that his name? Schroeder from
Yeah,
Peanuts? The one that played-
just a
I don't
complete
remember his name.
asshole for no reason. You know, little 8-year-old me.
And in a church.
in
Beautiful.
a church. Yeah,
I love it.
it's so brutal.
That
But
is
Nate,
funny.
you got
Oh.
into it totally different because you didn't have
All right, Nate.
family all three of us, the rest of us, we all had family that was doing it, but you didn't, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, my mom sings a little bit, and my dad played something. I think he might have played clarinet in high school. But other than that, mine just came around because my mom was, trying to push different things for me to try when I was younger. Sports and everything. A lot of my life was sports, but I tried piano and guitar when I was younger, and guitar kind of stuck a little better than piano did. So I'd pick that up a little bit throughout high school, but I didn't really start playing a lot until I was 18 or 19. I got into a band for the first time. So I missed out on the young years, I feel like. It sucks. But
You didn't miss much, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me tell you, it wasn't that good.
no.
So then all of you were raised into music then. You're pretty much
Right.
since birth or childhood on.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something that you think your family started pushing on you because they were into it, or did you eventually want to do it on your own?
For me, it was definitely not like pushed on. Like obviously, my dad, he always loved to try and get me into it, but he wasn't ever gonna force it on me. Let me do my own thing, and it just clicked with me one day finally, and here I am now.
Yeah, I think the same. I don't think it ever got pushed on me. And the crazy thing about Razor, our drummer, is that, like I said, his dad and my dad, best friends and in bands. And I had played with them I think we started playing out when I was like 5 or something. But Razor,
Wow.
our drummer, never played with us. I didn't even know he played drums until he was like 14. And that was when his mom, of all people, was pushing up on us and being like, you got to hear this kid play drums. I'm like, he doesn't play music. They're like, yeah, he does. I'm like, I've known him my whole fucking life. No, he doesn't.
How do you know your entire
That
life
is
without knowing your
insane.
friend is a musician?
He kept it a secret. He did the same thing with the screaming. All the screaming in our songs is him. And that fucker kept it a secret until we were in the studio and we were like having a breakdown. And I'm like, I just want to be a heavy band, man. I was like, this screaming thing, I don't think my voice is cut off for it. And Razor goes, oh, remember that was when he was like 17.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I could probably try something if you guys want me to try something. And he belts out this fucking gnarly scream. I'm like, hey, Dick, when did you figure out you could do that? And why have you been holding out? This is amazing. And ever since then, now we use it in like every song,
So that's when you grab the mic and the cord and you wrap it around his neck and say, "What the hell? Where you been this whole time?"
Yeah. What the fuck, dude?
I thought I had to call the cops. He was gonna kill him. You were gonna kill him.
You're like, red drum. I've been waiting for
I
you.
love you.
Red drum, red drum.
I was mad. Remember that, Zane?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Dude,
Too funny.
that's
Go
way
ahead,
cooler than
Sarah.
anything I've
Let's
ever
go.
done.
Okay,
That is
well,
hilarious.
Let's see where I am. Which song do you see as your best song and why?
Ooh.
Dang.
It's always going to be the newest one I wrote.
Okay.
So as of right
Yes.
now, it's probably a song that we just recorded in Vegas. It's unreleased right now, but it is called "Show Me," and it's very pissed, and it's just as like it feels like what I wanted to make for a song since we started, but it didn't happen at all by just my own doing. Like we have songs where I'll write them and then the guys help tweak them. We have songs where we all write together. And this song, I actually probably had the least amount of involvement on. It was a lot of the guys putting all the pieces together and making it happen. I didn't really have much interest in it in the beginning. And then we kind of got it assembled. And I'm like, holy shit. Finally, so it feels like the first massive group effort song. It's an ass kicker. Hopefully in a couple months we'll have it out.
Yeah, I saw on your Facebook that you guys were going to the studio to record that, like in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a little bit of it. I need to watch all of it.
Yeah. Oh, the drive.
I was watching the drive where you guys had like
yeah.
6 hours in, but it was really funny.
The fucking law. Now when my girl watches Law and Order, I keep thinking she's watching that video because it's just a dun dun.
Yeah.
That was self-traumatizing. That using that sound clip backfired so fucking bad.
Too funny.
What are your guys' favorites? I'd like that answer.
Yeah.
What's that?
Let's go with Dame. You want to tell us?
As far as doesn't it have to be released?
No.
Or not released?
Well, you can tease us with the ones that haven't been.
Yeah.
Why not? Justin is.
Right? Justin, show me. I can't wait for you to show me. Tease.
I would say probably another one of the new ones that's not released yet. We've been playing it live for a while though. Is Same Roads, and what categorizes as the best to me is the fact that it's very symbolic of where we come from, the very small town, blue collar type of field, and that's kind of what that song "Same Roads" is all about. That's mine.
That's yours.
Nate, what you got?
I don't want to copy Justin, but mine at the moment is "Show Me" as well.
Hype it up, baby.
Yeah, just I think it was cool because
wait.
it exhibits everything that we're able to do, I guess, in that song. Everybody has their own little part and stuff, and like Justin said, it was very cohesive as far as everybody coming together. So yeah, I think it's.
I was gonna say "Show Me" too, but I didn't want to be a copycat.
It's fun to play. It's a lot of fun to play.
So I'm just saying, every time you guys say "show me," I keep having a flashback to the '80s. Fucking, I don't know if you guys are too young for this, but I know Sarah's gonna be all over this. The Cover Girls, where they go, show me, you really.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Every time you guys say "show me," I'm thinking that in my head, so I'm calling myself out.
That's what it is. We just realized just right now. We just
You just did a cover of it, right? Show me.
Yeah,
You're
that's
like,
exactly what it is.
No.
You're
like, show me.
I want to hear some hardcore shit with that.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Madame, after you. Anytime you want to pass it, just let me know.
If you could choose only one country in the world, where would you want to play?
My only experience is the US of A, so I'm gonna be. I think.
I'm trying to think.
Where's the
Albert Hall at? Royal Albert Hall. Where's that at? Whatever country that's in. That's the one.
Look it up, huh? I'll look this shit up right now. I have no
Think
idea.
it's-
Look it up, friend.
Probably London or
I
something.
got this. Hold on a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Or where's
I'd probably do that rock. Where's that Rock AM ring? Is that what it is?
Now we gotta write all these down, man.
Yeah, I think that's
Look 'em
somewhere
up.
in the UK.
Yeah, or maybe it was in the UK.
Gotta hook you up with some UK bands.
Yeah, UK.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. It's
Love
in
the killer
South
band.
Kensington or South. It says Kensington Gore and South Kensington, London, UK.
London.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice.
That's it, right there. We're playing there.
You
Let's pack up and get going.
ALBORN, you guys, yeah.
Don't piss you off too when you see like Bring Me the Horizon played there, and then like Bill Burr has a fucking special.
Yeah, right.
This fucking venue can do it all. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
One-stop shop.
Friend.
Okay. All right, cool. So now you guys have been around, like I said, you guys have been here, what, 8 years now, right? 7, 8 years?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Like that. And you had a debut EP, which is Imperative, that came out in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How much has your music changed since you guys wrote that EP? It's only been a few years, but I have noticed COVID didn't stop you guys for shit. Props on that.
Yeah. We tried. God, we
Mad
worked
respect on that.
relentlessly. I think to compare it to the new stuff, it's honed in more on our individualism as a band. It's impossible to compare like good to bad in pretty much any genre, but especially selfishly talking about my own band. So I can't say the songs are better, but I can definitely say that they're the most us of anything that we've created, And even as proud as I am of Imperative and all the songs on there, I felt like they came from a really honest place. But just like anything, with time, it's almost like you hit a sweet spot, and I feel like we've hit that with this. And I think a big reason behind that is like there were goals, for Imperative. There was not people pleasing that we wanted to do, but there were directions of certain types of listeners we wanted to attract with what we knew we could execute with our sound. And then even with Push, we're like, well, we could try to target this a little more towards the radio. And then and then these last songs, we just said, fuck it, let's just make whatever we want. So it's like it just sounds the most so I guess yeah, the sound has probably evolved, but more than anything, like the message and the thought behind the creation of the song is probably what's evolved the most.
So what's the message?
Yeah, I was gonna say what makes you. Yeah.
It's more clear now that like I don't know what I write songs about, until it's like written, and they're all about just trying to get the fuck out of blue collar, small town Midwest, get me the fuck out of here. And we play shows to people that are just like me. I wear my work clothes on stage. We're not into get ups. We got nothing against them. It's just not us. We stay true to who we are. And we play music to people that are in the exact same boat. And I'm like, we've traveled a lot of places and played music to the exact same kind of people. So we would just rather be direct and talking right to them. Like the message is like, you're not the only person stuck in a 9 to 5.
Was I the only one that glitched?
What's that?
Was I the only one that glitched?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I didn't notice either.
Justin, I saw the same spinning balls you did, but they went,
It was you this time.
Yeah.
Not me.
I missed that whole last 30 seconds.
It wasn't really that interesting anyways.
It was. I definitely related to it because I grew up in a small town. I'm glad I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Kill me.
It's so much easier said than done, which is weird, which it shouldn't be.
It is.
You can fucking drive anywhere you want.
I did move back though, like when I was younger, because I moved out really young. I did move back. And then I was like, I can't be here. Fuck this. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big step,
It is. And
it's also
nice
nice
to people like that, like the working people. And
okay, so going back to the part that I missed. Now you said you grew up in a small town, right?
Yeah.
Was it here in Illinois or was it somewhere else?
Yep. Prophetstown.
What
it's
town?
Prophetstown. I think it's 2,500 population.
What's the name?
Prophetstown.
Prophets, like PRO.
Like hallelujah.
Yeah, I think so. Right?
Is that why you didn't go to a church until you were 8? It was just too ironic.
Yeah, probably. There's a lot of
I
churches
am
in
one
that
of them
little
too.
town.
There is in Colby too. That's where I
I've
grew up.
never heard of Prophets. Where's that at?
Prophet's Town. It's in Whiteside County. It's like where Sterling is, Dixon.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah, I
Dixon?
know Dixon. I know a couple of people who went to prison there.
It's hell yeah. It's probably 30 minutes from there.
Sarah,
Yeah, very
Friends,
fun. I still
friends.
work there too.
I am innocent compared to you. Damn.
well, yeah.
I'm not
So okay, cool.
like I know the inmates there.
Yeah, don't worry. Now I'm gonna break these walls down for you sooner or later.
Nuh-uh. I'll never change. But go ahead.
So so I wanted to ask, the name ALBORN. What is the story behind it?
It's probably another one I have to answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you.
So I had a like one of them little iPods, the rectangle ones in high school, and I was making music in high school, in middle school, and I put all my demos on there. Well, I just put them under my name. Well, then I was in study hall one day in high school, and a buddy, he used to swap iPods. Like in study hall, what do you have on yours? I'll show you what I got on mine. Scrolling through, and he like nudges me and he stops me. He goes, "You have Justin Taylor on your iPod?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's you." And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "You fucking dork. What do you listen? Do you listen to yourself?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Surprise! Like I didn't get it, but he just like ridiculed me for. He's like, "That's the dorkiest fucking shit I've ever heard of. Listening to yourself." And I'm like, "Well, fine then. I'll get a fucking band name." Well, then like that week, that study hall teacher got fired for, I don't even remember what he got fired for, but his last name was Alborn. So I'm like, here it is. Yep.
So
wish
the
I had-
band's name came from a fired high school teacher.
Yes.
Boy, that's a beautiful inspiration right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Does
listen
he
to
know?
myself, motherfucker. Study hall.
Yeah.
Does he know?
His daughter does, and his daughter fucking hates me.
Well,
Yeah, she got married as fast as she could and changed her last name. I think she might be okay now. I mean, this was a long time ago, but she thought that we were doing it to like, stab at her
for
dad.
mockery and shit. Yeah.
And I was really just being an idiot and just fucking. I had no other. Couldn't think of a good band name, and that had just happened. I'm like, yeah, at least the people that I go to school with will be like, oh fuck, I know that.
I
guy.
know that name.
Yeah, so
Cheers.
that was the motive behind it, I guess.
You know what? That's actually kind of smart. Start out with the kids close to your age. You'll be like, yeah, have you heard of ALBORN? Yeah, he's a jagoff. You got fucking.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't gonna. You can't name it the fucking name of the teacher that just got a promotion. Nobody's gonna remember that. It's got to be
Dude,
something
that's so
dramatic
funny.
that happened.
That's too funny. That'd be like
What do
that.
you
My twisted ass. I'd be like, Sarah, that's like you and me starting a band and calling it Lorena. Or ending in Bobbitt, let's start. Everybody knows
Lorena's
Lorena
a
Bobbitt.
Right?
That'd be a cool band name, honestly.
Penis.
Right?
Yeah, if Auburn wasn't our name, I would probably actually use that.
Yeah, I would
There
steal
you
that
go.
one.
There you go. See?
We get a
When you
side
gotta turn the
project.
microphone into a pair of scissors, it works out beautiful. That poor bastard, but you know what? She made him a millionaire, so it's okay. He banked off that little mishap. So, all right, that's too funny. So now, going back to Vegas, like Sarah said, I mean, you guys had a hell of a year the last few years, man. You guys, like I said, COVID did not slow you guys down.
Thank you.
And that is
Thank you.
awesome to hear that, because a lot of bands, I mean, we interview bands all the time, and you just hear like that, that drought happens, where they're distant, they might work together, but they still kept their distance and just sent shit to each other, But if they even did that, but you guys just kept going, you kept writing your music and pumping that shit out. Now, so from the EP, and I remember hearing this when this came out, you guys released 10 times last year. And that was the final. That was the final track, right?
Yep.
Okay, I do got that right. And how did that go?
You guys?
It went all right.
Trying to think of an answer to that. I mean, the release was awesome. We've had 10X recorded for a super long time.
Yeah.
So it felt like a 10-pound dump finally getting that song out. Honestly. So, and that's one of my favorite songs too. I love how heavy that song is.
Yeah. It's got some good, dude. It's got some crunch to it. Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
was-
listen, like I remember hearing you guys from a few years ago. I mean, you know, like I said, I know it was you guys were doing more tribute or cover songs that when I did see you, but I saw you guys were pumping in a few of your originals, and you guys have come a long way. Like you guys have gotten harder. You've got, you know, and
Thank you.
I love it. That's why, you know, I want to bring you guys, which we'll talk about. So we'll talk about that shortly too.
Thank
Hell
you so
yeah.
much.
To get there. I'm so sad. Start coming up.
Bitch, you need to get on your broomstick and fly, okay? Because it's
Yeah.
coming. It's coming.
Damn
I
um,
still remember when Justin went 10x. That was one of the ones you guys sent me before I joined, and you were like, "You like the sound of this?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, these yeah, I like these songs. This fucking 10x dude. I was like, what? He's like, fucking rips. I'm like, hey, dude. Yeah,
It's like,
and at that time we never
Yeah, it's
played.
all right.
He's like, I'll join if we can play that live. And I'm like, Jesus, right, dude, that's a stipulation.
Oh yeah, I remember he was super adamant about playing that one all the time at first.
Yep. I
so
was.
that was when I grabbed you. So Nate,
Yeah,
are you like are you the newest member per
I
se?
think I've been in what is it 4.5 now?
Yeah, at least 4 years. You've been in the
Yeah.
band, I think.
It's been a while now.
Yeah. So that's because you guys have maintained and kept the same members. That's good. That's good. So you were their COVID blessing.
I think it would have
I
been
was
like
bef-
2019.
Yeah, it was right before COVID. Yeah,
Yeah.
COVID
Yeah.
blessing.
the
I don't know if
blessing.
You know what I was trying to do, guys? I was going to say either a blessing or a curse. I left out the
plague.
curse part. It's okay.
The plague.
I'm gonna use that one now. That's my new name, guys.
COVID blessing.
You're welcome.
What is,
No,
what is
none
it?
of us are calling you that.
Co-
I'm happy to help with that. You're welcome, Nate. Sarah, go for it, hon.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, what's the best advice you received from another musician?
Fuck.
Yeah, that's
damn.
always good advice too. You know.
That is
That's a tough one, man.
That's a super tough one.
Somebody said play with everything you got one time to me, and it kind of resounded eventually because I realized that if you don't sing with your full body and like really getting into it, then you're not exerting you're exerting all your emotion and everything into it. So that's probably the thing that's resounded with me the most.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
Oh,
okay, Zane.
I don't think I got any. I don't take fucking any advice, which I should. I absolutely should, but I don't think I do. I think I just fucking blocked
There's
out.
nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Unless it's from somebody that is like over the top fucked up. That's the person you take advice from. You don't take advice from somebody that's done it right every time. Take it from somebody that's fucked
That's
up.
true.
They'll tell you
Yeah.
what not to
There you
do.
go.
Interesting. Okay.
I like that. So has anybody done that?
Oh yeah. Oh
All right.
fuck
So
yeah.
who's the most fucked up person that you took advice from?
Yes.
oh God.
Where does he begin now? Now he
Probably my dad's dad. But he's passed now, but he was a vet, and this dude did everything wrong. But he loved his entire fucking life. So any advice I got from him was usually just about like, dude, you just gotta fucking live, dude. It was like this dude is the pinnacle of living,
That is true.
Yeah, I don't know. And any advice that he gave was just not giving a fuck, But I knew he meant it because that dude did everything not how you're supposed to do things. But he wasn't a musician, so I don't know how valid that is.
That's still okay. I mean, I should have worded it better. Not anything's
No, that's fine.
Oh, I know it is.
Hmm.
See, I'm not
All right,
Is that any
Zane.
influential?
Best advice from the musician. I mean, here's the easy stuff. A big one was go wireless. That's what someone told us once.
That makes sense.
We finally did that this year. Besides that, I don't know who's where I heard it from. One thing I've tried to do more often now if we're playing like live shows or anything, keep the fingers stretched and don't straight them so much while playing, because I do that a lot. I straighten my hands all the time, and then my hands are frozen by like halfway through a set.
Like
The good
like they're
advice.
cramped up.
Yeah, don't get cramped up is a good advice.
What do you do when that happens?
So
Yeah,
yours
what do
is
you
very
do?
literal advice.
Yeah, very literal. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do when your hands get cramped up?
Right.
Especially if you got like a rip, you got a riff, you got to fucking just hit real hard and your shit's all locked up. What do you do?
I just usually just gotta fight through it until I find a spot to just do one of these with the hand.
Some expressions are actually legit expressions that the musician just might be in pain, but it just looks
Right.
like they're jamming
Oh,
out in their
shit.
head. They're like, "This fucking hurts."
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I guarantee
Even though
you
he
that's what's
looks
going
brutal
on.
as fuck as his hands all cramped up. Like, oh fuck,
All
stop
those
that.
fucking gnarly stage shots you
Yeah.
on stage when you're
You know
playing.
what? I'm gonna ask every
Actually, your
musician now.
hands
Did
fucking-
that hurt?
You know?
There's
Did
no
that
piece
hurt?
of ice. Eat more
Did
banana.
that hurt in that photo? Or in that video? Or in that moment?
It's too
live?
funny.
Oh man.
All right, Freddie.
So, what skills have you guys gained over the last few years that you feel helped you bring you to the next level that you're at now?
Patience.
Yeah.
That's it, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking patience.
Just patience.
Patient.
I was the most impatient fucking fuck for so long. And once I finally and I still don't have it mastered, but just the ability to be like, things will happen when they happen, how they're supposed to happen. Just let it be. That has been a monumental.
So
at
what did
least
you do to start? What did you start doing to just calm yourself down and breathe?
Yeah. I mean, that's all, or drink. That helps too. But, yeah, just a lot
So
of.
you're a good drinker though. So you're not violent. You're not angry. You're not aggressive.
As long as I don't, as long as I stick to like not whiskey. Whiskey is the only thing that makes me a dick, So
Noted.
that's
I'll
off the
keep that in
table.
mind.
Yeah, just patience, man. Shit'll
What about
happen
you
when
guys?
it's supposed to.
Oh,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
see, and there's the
we
patience
lost
part.
her.
I got you, man. We'll wait.
Oh.
Damn,
We'll wait.
he'd had enough.
Yeah.
He's like, I just need a little patience.
The patience meter ran out. Yeah.
Just a little patience.
I know that's what all this did is do. Yeah.
Welcome
Sorry.
back.
Yes.
Hey, he's in a new spot now.
We
I
started
didn't like
singing, have a
I didn't like the
little
corner I was in.
patience.
I didn't like the
You
corner.
gotta switch corners.
Bottom left corner.
Like there's only one way I can get out of this.
Yeah, that's a good corner.
Yep, everyone got flipped around.
Yeah, we did. Hey, he's right next to no.
Yeah.
I don't
See,
know.
baby's
My
not the
kid-
only one in the corner. Hey, you catch that?
See,
So-
and I was actually testing you guys with my patience theory. You guys waited.
Yeah.
I came back.
We
See what I
started
mean?
singing for you.
Nothing
This is
We
the
worse
first
started
than-
round.
singing. That's the way we
We're
dealt with the
brilliant.
patience, man. Little GNR.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, got to do it. What about you guys?
Nice.
Yep.
I think, well, one thing that we started doing, which is kind of, I don't know if seems to be helping us, is we were experimenting with like TikTok and doing some stuff
Yeah.
over the COVID years. So that's been fun to kind of build on the video portion and the extras, the stuff that doesn't involve playing.
Yeah, we're learning a lot as far as creating content on social media. I feel like this year for
Yeah.
not only TikTok but YouTube, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, all that I think it's a good. It helps us with the music too, because it's like any content that we make, it has to be something that we're proud of. Like that's our stipulation. Like we're not gonna post a fucking video, going link up here, fucking song below, and that's fine for people that do. It's just we can't we just can't even allow ourselves to do it. So we make content that's probably really really dumb, but to us we think it's cool and we're proud of it. So it's like as long as we stick with that, that has been a big learning curve. At least kept my head level.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good.
Me?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh
You
my
can go.
God. Okay. Yeah, there she is. See, she's blonde.
It's okay. I call
Okay.
them.
What is your
I call them Franisms. It's okay.
okay? What is your most okay? Let's start. Okay, wait. Okay, what's your most memorable show that you've done?
Probably the MVF, right?
Yeah, that's up there.
That's
I was gonna say when we played at the machine shop in Flint, Michigan.
that's a good one too.
Yeah, that was a really badass show, badass venue. It was everything there was just great.
What were some of the bands that you also played with? Or who
And
were, I mean?
that we played with.
Right.
We did
Well,
the two.
MVF was one we won through a battle of the bands, so that was opening for Shinedown at our
Ooh.
local, the Mississippi Valley Fair. So that was the biggest show. I think that was what they said,
Yeah.
15,000.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. It was
And
a lot of
Machine
fucking
Shop was when
people.
we were on tour with Power Man.
Yep.
I saw that. Man, that was one of the first shows I saw a long time ago. Was when they first came out. They opened up for Primus, but go ahead.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Damn.
Right. That was like my first concert. Whenever
Wow.
I finally went to Colorado. Okay, go ahead. No,
Jeez.
don't. They got some good ganja. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
All right.
Too
Go ahead.
funny. You got any more?
No, you go ahead. Or you guys. Did Nate have
I
a
don't
favorite one? Is that your favorite one, or whose favorite?
Oh yeah, I definitely. I think probably mine was the Mississippi Valley Fair. Either that or
Yeah.
we had one at Rust Belt recently. Which one was that?
With Non-Point?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Non-Point.
that
Oh, I
one
saw
was
the
a lot of fun.
non-point.
That one was really cool.
Yeah, that might have been my top. That one or our EP release. We had an EP release right before we went out with Power Man, and it was sold out. And fuck, man, when you got a room full of people that just know I mean, they were singing. That whole room was singing the shit. So it was
Oh,
nice to
heck
get that right before going on tour where nobody knows anything. You know, that was a nice that was the shit. That one with Non-Point was cool because I brought my 3-wheeler and I had I put on overalls and filled the pockets with, hang in here. This is a bizarre saltwater taffy in all the pockets. And there was a huge line to get into the show. So I got on a 3-wheeler and just rode down the line and hung out with the people and gave them saltwater taffy.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I love it.
And that was
One
pretty
way to
much
get
just
your
like
name
a,
out.
Dance, take note.
Yeah, that's one. You know
well,
what?
we were
Whatever
thinking,
works.
we were
Give your
trying,
fans some candy.
yeah,
That's
dude.
one way.
And
That's
we
definitely
were
one
talking
way. You
like
know,
that
one
was
way
when
to
we
get
were
it out.
working on when we were working on the TikTok thing. I was like, well, you know, we got to make videos that we think are fucking funny. And I was like, what's the most random ass thing we could do at this Non-Point show? And I'm like, what if we just hand them fucking candy?
I love
I was
it.
like, but we got to look dumb. We got to look ridiculous. I was like, we'll get a 3-wheeler from the 80s, you know, like one of those really dorky ATCs with the giant
love
balloon tires.
That's too
It
funny.
worked, dude. It was a blast. It was a good time.
Yeah, I fell off the back of one of those a long time ago. Anyways.
Everybody fell off of one of those,
I
dude.
think
That's like
so.
that's par for the course with a fucking 3-wheeler. They got outlawed
Right.
by the government. They didn't even let them sell them anymore because they were so dangerous.
Pop that willy.
That's too funny.
Falls on
Yeah,
top of
dude.
you.
Yep.
Nice. So now, I mean, you guys, like I said, the last few years, you guys have been doing some really cool shit. And you were in Vegas in what, December? You guys just got back in December from Vegas. You were there for a few days, recording some new music.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. And so how's that going? When can we expect some release dates? Can you drop us some dates?
We are currently going back and forth with mixes. The guys that did that worked with us are Chris Collier and James Fluff Harley, and those guys are working with Korn right now in their newest album. So we're kind of in the midst of, you know, working with their schedule to get everything back. But I'm hoping to have mixes done in the next few weeks. We're going to be filming music videos in a month, hopefully for all 4 of the new songs. So I would like to believe April, May, start pumping some of these out.
Okay, so those are the singles you want to pump out, not so much the actual album.
Yeah, we're in a it's a weird place to be right now because to dive in and spend everything you can on an album. I mean, you guys know how it works too. Like to get everybody to give each song its due diligence at this point, especially when we're paying for everything out of pocket,
Right.
it's tough. It's tough. So right now it seems to make more sense to do the single thing until we can get at least either whether it's a financial involvement, some kind of label, some kind of anything to help us put together an album. I would love an album, I'm old school. I want a fucking physical disc, but it's easier said than done. You know what I mean?
Right. So you said you got 4 tracks that you guys are working on, so it's going to be another EP?
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it's looking like right now anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
But you know what? From what I understand, what I'm seeing, a lot of musicians have also that they prefer the single releases over album releases. That's becoming a more normal thing, And I mean, I get it. A lot of them say just, you can draw attention to the album, but a lot of people aren't going to listen to the whole album. You know? So it makes sense just to pump out the singles, and then just start grabbing that feel for, it pushes the feel for people to want to listen to more. And look, they seem to make more money off the singles. And I mean,
definitely. And like I said, the budget allowed for a full album. That is obviously what we prefer because we have the experimental songs. We have the I mean, when you're thinking singles, you have to think what's going to attract a new listener first. Mm-hmm. Well, that's also who we aren't as creators anyway, 100%, like that it can be what we can do and we can go along with that narrative, but we still want to make the fucking 7-minute songs, the weird dynamic
7-minute songs.
Yeah, we got a few of them. Yeah, I mean, and we would love to put that shit out, but you do that right now, it's just gonna,
Yeah.
it has to make sense.
I like long songs.
Me as well.
You know what? I don't mind them.
I do.
Hear that often. A lot of it though is usually one hell of an intro.
Right, but there's also like in between. There's like little bridges in between and stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Everybody gets to show off their little style or instrument they play, or
Yeah, I mean, more than anything, it's a good moment to really showcase everything, And in those songs of ours, the oddball ones, that is what it is. It's us testing completely different avenues that we don't really get to do in the single focused type of songs, Mm-hmm. So hopefully we can get to a point soon where we can do something like that, do a full album.
Well, still, we got new stuff coming regardless. Hey. I actually do have one of your latest videos, and it's that just came out. When was that last year?
Push.
Was it summer?
Learn to Live.
It's a Learn to Live video.
That was October, right?
I think it was
summer, early fall, something like that. Yeah. Well, I have Learn to Live. If I have permission with you guys, I'd love to play it for everyone.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Now and for people who play, who check out the interview later. And give me a second. So I'm going to pop that baby up. So crank it up, people. Here it is. All right. It's going to be Learn to Live.
This one's for you, Principal.
Yeah.
Oh, not Principal. Study hall guy. Sorry, wrong person. Principal guy.
Thought I had to get away from the lies that
That was an awesome video. Let me kick that out. Hold on a minute. There we go.
I'm trying to turn
That
off
was an
something
awesome
here.
video. I had some questions on that video. Who was the
Thank you.
adorable little kid? Who is he?
That is our drummer's
Well,
Um,
girlfriend's brother's son. Back.
okay. All right. Yeah.
Drummer,
Did you guys answer?
There's adorable little kid. And I looked at it. I saw the little plates of, I don't know what the hell kind of bike that was, but I've never seen one like that. But I'm looking closer. I'm like, is that
I
someone-
did. I
Big
grew up in a
wheel.
small town, so yeah.
Yeah, the plates say "Learn to Live." That was cute.
You know big
Right.
wheels. Hell yeah.
I totally like
Yeah,
related to that
he had-
video.
So my next question
Hell
is,
yeah.
where the
Yeah,
hell
yeah,
is there
it was
an
a-
outhouse anywhere that looks that nice?
That is what in an area in outside of Prophetstown that they call Big Bend, and it's a
Yeah.
big plot of land primarily used for hunting. And there's parking lots where vehicles will park to enter the land, and there's fucking porter shitters all over the place.
I've never
And
seen
we were
one that
actually-
looked like that. It was all bricked in and all nice and shit. I'm like,
It wasn't nice inside. I mean, I'm glad
Yeah.
the visual gives you the idea it was clean. It wasn't. Our idea was to go to a gas station, but because of where we were located for filming, we would have, and every place we were filming was all people that we knew. That green truck was mine. That kid was Razor's,
the kid was not mine.
fiance's nephew is an easy way to say it. So we were going to drive to a gas station, and then the gist was going to be the driver, who's our tour manager, was going to fill up on gas, and then little Andrew was going to hop in the back, and then we were driving through Big Ben. I'm like, let's just use a porter shitter. Like we were using daylight, losing daylight too, and I'm like,
And it's right there. I get it.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, it worked out.
Yeah,
It's
friend, those are
simple.
nasty. I've ran into some along the way when I travel. They look
Yeah.
nice on the outside.
I've never
Ooh,
seen
Yes,
one that
sir.
looks like that.
There's-
They're all
Yeah.
green.
oh no,
green, and
they
white
look
blue
like
and
that,
just
but
beat
the inside is disgusting. Ew.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
yeah.
So now let's talk about "Learn to Live." So what was the inspiration of that song?
That one is, I feel like I know I keep referencing these new songs, but I feel like we finally have found the ability to completely talk about exactly what we're trying to talk about. Learn to Live was like the entrance into that, like just that fear of looking back at your life and knowing you didn't take risks, you didn't try to get away, you didn't try to push yourself to do what you really wanted to do, and it's living with that, like, I should have learned to live, I should have taken risks, I should have done that thing that my heart was telling me I should have done before it's too late, that type of thing, which I think is
breaking your own shell and knocking your own
Yeah.
walls.
Yeah.
Coming out of your little box.
Yeah, and it's funny that I continuously say this too, but I don't ever write lyrics for anybody else. It's just, and I never even purposely go into a song knowing what I'm going to write about. It's just whatever the song gives off, and it's interesting to finally figure out what I've been talking about all this time. Like I didn't even realize what the fuck I was talking about, and then once the lyrics became more cohesive over the years, I listened back. I'm like, Jesus, I'm talking about myself, like wanting to get the fuck out of here, which is
Yeah.
weird. Like I like my life, I love my band. I love the people involved. It's funny that there's this somewhere in here is something telling me like, you got to do this. You got to,
Would you feel would you say that you were trapped in your own mind?
maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, just in the sense of like, I believe I'm aware that I can get out and do whatever. And I think I'm young enough that I can, I don't have that guilt yet, but that could change at any moment, and just trying to stay aware that like don't get comfortable, I guess is. I mean, it's like lyric writing is just learning about myself. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about until I have to figure out what I'm talking about, It's a very, very confusing process. Lyrics are fucking weird, man. Anybody that has mastered that craft, it's beyond anything I think you can learn. Like, you're just naturally amazing at it, or you're a dumbass like me trying to make it work. You know?
No, that's not really. It's like your own little personal diary. It's like you're going through your life. I think it's cool. I think it's unique.
It's Justin's
You're,
metal diary.
you're showing
Yeah,
who you
yeah.
are. You're showing
Sarah's got her own
yourself.
metal diary.
and-
It's Justin's metal
and a-
diary.
A lot of people can relate to you though too, and you see that,
Yeah.
and it works for you.
And I think, yeah, and I'm glad you said that. I think that's, like I said, what we're trying to hone in with this next phase of releases is we fully acknowledge what we're talking about. We fully acknowledge who we are and what we want to do and why we want to do this, you know, to try to further express that nobody's alone in thinking that, you know, they can't get out, because we are in that position right now. You know, given the band has had some really cool opportunities and we are traveling and we are touring, but it was just as scary for us to take that first step as it is for anybody else to take their first step, you know?
Right.
So yeah, we'll see.
So what do you guys feel individually? What do you guys feel as a musician that you need to do to better yourself to get to the goal that you want to reach?
I've been talking too much. You guys answered.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. As a musician,
Yeah.
strictly speaking, I don't know. It's just anything that could, because it's all about the live shows, right? I would just say improve our live shows, however it may be. As far as like weird, not gimmicks, but stuff like lights, stuff like that. We've been talking about that a lot lately, trying to figure out how to amp up our live show, because really it's just us going all out on stage. We don't have anything special we bring with us on stage besides like some rock boxes we stand on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably the main thing, I think.
So you want to improve your stage presence?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Like props and stuff, or
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what about you, Nate?
I don't know. I've been trying to do more recently, I guess, different things on the guitar at home that I don't normally do to try to grow a little bit. And then another weird one. I decided this year, I was like, if we're gonna be doing a lot of touring, I need to start getting in shape so I can not be so tired at the end of shows. So I started running a little bit because I figured it'll help me breathe a little bit better. But
Why am I just not learning this, bro? You're running?
what?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have learned that Justin is a late bloomer when he finds out who his friends really are.
Right.
Always
It's
last in
okay.
line. Nobody
You know
gives a
what?
fuck about the
Eventually
front
you'll
man.
find
What's
out.
up? You know?
One took 15 years.
Too funny.
Unbelievable gang.
So what about you, Justin?
Well, I would probably say just continuing to be vulnerable, you know? Like nothing good comes out of just playing it safe all the time. I think just making be it like wardrobes, we're not big into any of that shit, but I still want to further represent what we're trying to talk about. Like, okay, when I did the saltwater taffy thing to a line of people, I was as nervous as humanly possible to do it. And I'm like, why? Like, we all talked about this. We thought it was hilarious. Now you're going to let your nerves get the best of you? Fuck that. Like, just
You
do
conquered
it.
it. And then I bet you felt that rush behind it. You're like, yeah.
Oh, dude. And then
I do that all the time.
Yeah, dude. And then just typical Justin fashion, I'm like cruising on a three-wheeler, like, people probably think I'm the fucking shit, dude. Meanwhile,
I'd be like,
shitty,
cool.
I'm sweating nervous, but I'm like, hopefully they think it's cool. So I was just trying to play it cool, and there was absolutely like a third of the people there that were like, this dude's off his fucking rocker. This guy's
I love it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I got to meet him.
Yeah, well, hopefully, that was the goal. So I would say to grow, just hone in on that. And I actually, to hone in on that a little more. I probably should be more professional. I should probably give a fuck about my actual abilities a little more, you know? Like, I have been blessed to have a good ability to pick up an instrument and figure out what I need to do pretty effortlessly, but that doesn't mean I'm any better than I think I am. So I should probably just like, you know, hone in on my vocal abilities, my guitar abilities, give a fuck a little more, you know, instead of just trusting that my brain is going to let me do what I need to do, you know. That's being as honest as I can.
That makes sense. I mean, I get that. You know, I mean, we're all nobody's ever done growing. You know, and like, you know, I feel bad for Sarah because she deals with my crazy, but valid. Just saying,
she deals with my anxiety. Thank
Mhm.
God.
Yeah,
You guys work
Because I
fantastic
need you.
together.
Right.
you know, but
We
it's
compliment
it
each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like last night she asked
Might
me.
drive each other crazy.
She asked me
Yeah,
last night.
it's
She
part
goes,
of
"Are
the
you
gig."
still mad at me?" Last night she says, "Are you still mad at me?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I still love you. Moving forward."
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I love our relationship.
Yeah,
Sometimes
just
it's
goes
like,
with the territory, you know.
she wants to shake me and I want to shake her. But I
Yeah,
love her.
yeah. No, when me and her finally get to meet in person, I'm gonna give
Oh
her the
my
biggest
God.
hug, and I'm gonna body
Oh
slam
my
her.
God. I can't wait to hug you.
I'll make sure there's like some
Oh.
hay or some shit underneath her so she doesn't hurt herself.
What?
Nothing. You missed that whole thing. So I said I'm gonna love the fuck out of you when I see you. So, but no. So you guys got some cool shit coming up. What do you guys got planned for this year?
Okay.
Of course, I can jump in on this one, but I'll let you say
Mm.
We're waiting on some stuff right now. Definitely gonna get out on the road. Hopefully maybe March-ish, I think. But yeah, I got the releases coming out.
Mhm.
And then,
Show me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll come.
Go be
Oh,
here.
thank you.
You lost, mate.
I can't wait.
Hey, we're
So
just
you guys
gonna
got some tours planned, maybe?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're trying to do a lot this year is tour.
Where have you guys not toured? Like what areas of the states?
the West
a
Coast.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, a
We
lot,
only really
yeah.
toured around Midwest and in Florida, Texas area.
Yeah. So
A
goals.
couple of days in the
any
East
time.
Coast too.
We got a lot of work to do on the road.
Yeah, yeah. We got a lot of
Yeah.
ground to cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had good momentum right as COVID came through, you know, so that I don't want to use that as an excuse, but that was right when we were going to hit the road. And then
Right.
it's kind of just been picking up pieces. It was like right around that time we got on Octane. We had some other really cool opportunities. And
I
then
saw you got on Octane. What was that like?
what's that?
Yeah.
I saw that you played on your band.
Oh,
played on
yeah, yeah.
Octane.
It was very cool. It was bizarre. I couldn't believe that, but we had,
Well,
you know, the
what
momentum was there, and then it just, you know, I mean, it's
Did
business.
you know? Did you know when it was going to drop on Octane? Did they tell you when it was going to be, or were you just listening to it and all of a sudden you just heard yourself?
I think they gave us like a ballpark, like, you know, they do that in a weekly rotation. So I think they gave
Yeah.
us what they thought it was going to be in the week, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
just
'cause it was
being
on their
level-headed,
test
like we
drive
all try
thing.
to be. We're like, yeah, and I think we
Right.
were all like, bullshit, it ain't gonna happen. And they play it fucking last. You know, there's 3 songs they do in the test
Yeah.
drive. They do the first one, I'm like, of course it isn't us. Do the next one, I'm like, fuck no. And I'm like, and then ALBORN. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, dude. I couldn't believe it.
Hell
Couldn't believe it.
yeah.
Was anyone
Especially
driving
when
when you heard your name? Were
I
you
think I was
driving at all
working. I think
when
I
you
was
heard that? 'Cause like, I'd be slamming on the brakes, pulling over.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was at work.
I think I'd run
just- I'm-
outside from work to listen for
I'd
a
be
little
flying
bit.
out of my sunroof.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
I think I was trying to play it cool. I think I saw it and I fucking freaked out for a quick second. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. It's another day.
Yeah, whatever.
Inside, I'm fucking
Awesome.
freaking out. You know, I'm like,
You're like,
no.
oh my god, but you're like,
Yeah. Trying
Just
to play it all
another
cool.
day.
My boss
Just
is like, dude,
another
listen to
day,
this
is that
every
what-
day. Now your band is on. That's fucking huge, right? I'm like, I guess. Yeah.
I
That's
love
awesome.
it. Oh,
So, all right, cool. You guys got any shows coming up?
I know of one.
Next Friday.
Friday.
Norwich,
That is
Illinois.
this Friday. Yep.
Who's
Yeah,
flying
this
me
Friday, I
out?
meant, yeah.
All right, so
Well,
I'm
you
gonna let
said-
you drop this one. I can jump in. I'm gonna shut my mouth on this though. You said you got one in Norwich, Illinois.
Yeah. Scotty Austin, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Very right.
I don't remember who
Dude,
else is
yeah.
playing, honestly.
The goat. You're gonna be at the goat. Is that what it's
Go
called?
Tavern.
Goat Tavern.
All right, I will jump in on this one. Okay, I'm trying to let them do it.
I know. They're
Yeah,
like,
I know. No, the
"Ooh."
Goat Tavern is actually a new,
That's
it's a very,
perfect.
very new location. It's a very new location. They just opened up here in Norwich, in
Make sure you
Illinois.
give that them a like.
Literally, Norwich is
Yeah, grow
dead
it up.
smack in between the burbs and the city. It's like a prime location where all the expressways are. So it's very easy to get to, and it's actually a really nice bar. And yes, it is Savage Ladies who are bringing you in, and Scotty Austin is headlining, and Bostel is also going to be on the bill. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you guys play because, like I said, the last time I saw you, you guys were doing most of the covers. And I only had a taste of your original, so now I actually get to see you guys,
Man, it folds
balls to the
up.
wall, full blown, in your zone and out of your box, right, Justin?
Right.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
So definitely looking forward to that. So you guys got that coming up. I don't want to. I want to bring up. I want to bring up Brower House, but I won't. But I know that has nothing to do. That's just some shit that happens, though. Unfortunately. But you guys plan on doing some tours coming up, and definitely looking forward to seeing you guys this Friday in Norwich. And if people need tickets, go on their page. They have access to everything on their page or ours too. Savage Ladies in Metal. We have the ticket links up on there too. And they are co-headlining. You guys are strong support, so that's gonna be awesome. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Very excited.
yes, very excited to see everybody, to see that whole show and get that going. So now I know we've been a little over an hour. I always tend to do that when I'm cool with everyone. It's all good. So now if anyone wants to check out more of your music, look into your merch or anything else you might have coming up, where can they stalk you?
ALBORNmusic.com will have all of our merchandise, and every other thing known to man is going to have, the rest of the music, the Instagram. I don't know, man. All the fucking. There's a new one. There's Threads. We're not on Threads, so you can go everywhere but Threads.
Don't go to Threads.
Don't go to Threads.
Yeah, don't fucking go to Threads, dude.
Don't even think about it.
Funny. So, quick question: in your "Learn to Live" video, you said the guy that was driving the truck was your band manager, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
He was wearing an ALBORN shirt. Is that the latest shirt?
No, that is one of the
Ah,
oldest
okay.
ones, actually.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
he had that on actually before we were setting up, and I'm like, "Are you fucking
Okay.
serious, dude?" And he's like, "What, man? It's one of the OG shirts. It'll be cool in the video." I'm
Right.
like,
I like it. He
"You're an
was
ALBORN shirt because
thinking.
you're in an ALBORN video, dude." And he's like, "No, man, I'm gonna be cool. Fuck yeah." I'm like,
I thought it was badass. I liked
I
it.
approve.
Yeah.
Now that I know the
Yeah,
story
pretty
behind
good.
that, it's the original. That's even more badass.
It is an OG. Yeah, he started with us being a fan. Just came to a show when we were playing covers years and years and years ago. Fell in love, and I seen the dude in the crowd, and I'm like, this big burly dude is like. I remember leaning over to the guys. I was like, "You see that fucking badass with that big ass beard?" And they're like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, "We have to impress him tonight. That has to be our only goal."
Yes. I love
Fast
it.
forward fucking 2 years, he's at every show since. Fast forward another 2 years, he's a fucking tour manager. I mean, just
That's awesome.
how life works blows my mind sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool.
That works. So that's I wanted to ask that because I was like, I wonder if that's one of the new ones. So
That is an
awesome.
old one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been with us a
Yeah.
long time now.
You see, a devout fan,
Aw.
and now he's part of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't be doing this without him, honestly.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
for sure.
no, we'd be a train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Michael Immel.
Michael? Hey,
Michael.
Michael,
Michael.
good job, man.
Hell
Shit.
yeah.
Thank you
You
for the
are
rest of us for
badass.
keeping them going and hitting that road. So, you
Thank
guys,
you,
I want to
Mikey.
say thank you so much for joining us,
Thank you.
today.
Thank
And
you
for
I'm
having
looking
us.
forward to seeing you guys this Friday at the Goat Tavern.
You gonna be there,
And,
Sarah? What the fuck?
Definitely
Coming?
check you guys out, everyone.
Are you
keep
gonna
your
fly
eyes
me
and ears
out?
good. You what?
She said you got a broom, right? You can take that. Right?
I told her she
Ah.
could get on her broomstick and fly.
Yeah.
Click those heels. Do something.
Oh my God. Kansas girl. I really want to go.
Yeah, just tell your kids I'll come back over the weekend. It's okay. We're gonna get
Maybe.
used to this. Me and her are gonna be doing a lot of disappearing acts with it from the family. See ya. So, guys, looking forward to seeing you guys Friday. Sarah, I love your face as always.
I love you. Nice to
And
meet you guys.
we'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Thank you, everybody,
All
for
right,
checking
man.
us out.
Great
and
to meet you
much
guys.
love.
Thank you for having
some
us.
Music. It's coming.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Tell
You
me.
have a good night or day,
You
whatever,
too.
And I will definitely see you guys very soon.
All right,
Alrighty.
thank you
Good.
so much.
Thank you.
All right, ciao.
See you guys.
Bye,
Thanks.
guys.